Problem 1-43. This is a great problem to give you practice creating the three financial statements: the income statement, statement of owner's equity, and the balance sheet. So presented here are the accounts of Hometown Decor Company for the year ended December 31st, 2024. So over here we've got our data table with the accounts and their balances listed in a random order. And then it says we can read the requirements of the whole problem right here. So we're going to prepare an income statement. We're going to prepare a statement of owner's equity and prepare the balance sheet. So we really don't need this window. So do you remember the three formulas for the three financial statements? In case you forgot, here they are. So we do the income statement first, which is revenues minus expenses equals net income, and then we'll do the statement of owner's equity and then the balance sheet. But first we have to do the income statement. And as always, the three-line heading has as the first line, it is the name of the company. So that is Home Decor Company. The second line is the name of the statement we're creating, which is the income statement. And the third line is date related. So they want us, according to this, they want us to create it for the year. So for the year ended December 31st. And then again, we need to remember what the formula is. And the formula is revenues minus expenses. So right here, notice how these two extend over to the left. These are the labels. So here we're going to put revenues, and here we're going to put expenses. So now our job is over here in the data table, find a revenue. And like I said in a previous video, your revenues are going to have the word revenue in them. And it looks like here's our service revenue account. So I can just copy and paste, and I'm going to put service revenue. And then we have our expenses. Now, in the previous video, I told you that the expenses are usually listed from largest to smallest. However, My Accounting Lab is nice to you. My Accounting Lab does not force you to put them in a certain order. So just to give you a little bit less work to do in a testing situation, I just recommend starting here at the very top with land. That's not an expense, by the way. And working your way down and just put the expenses in order as we find them. So remember, we're looking for accounts with the word expense in them. Notes payable. So here's our first expense. Property tax expense, $2,800. Okay, so after property tax expense, we got rent expense, $14,000. Copy and paste. Rent expense. And then after rent expense, we've got salaries expense of $67,000. And then after that, any other expenses? Here we got advertising expense, $17,000. And then we've got insurance expense of $1,700. Insurance expense, and then you've got interest expense of $6,800. And like I said, in the real world, you would put salaries expense at the top because it's the largest, followed by rent expense, etc. But again, My Accounting Lab is nice to you. They don't make you put these expenses in any order. So to eliminate the chance for error in a testing situation, just put them in the order that you find them here. And also in the real world, you'd probably just list them in whatever order you got from your source, and then you would use Excel to sort the column so that you don't have to sit here and try to figure out which one's bigger than the other. All right, so now what we're going to do, we're done with this table. We're going to add up all these expenses, and we get total expenses of $109,300. So our net income is going to be revenues. Remember the formula. Revenues minus expenses equals net income. And this is our net income over here. So 225,000 minus 109,300 gives us 115,000, 700. Let me move my window up a little bit. Now I can check my answer. Fantastic. So in the next video, we'll do the statement of owner's equity.